In the beginning, the planet Earth was created as a school where souls can learn about emotion and limitation.
They call them Indigo children and say that some of these kids can even see the spirits of the dead. Now, believing in spirits is not that unusual. A third of Americans do, according to a recent Gallup poll. But saying that these children have psychic powers, well, it takes it to a whole other level. Some doctors say the kids have shown symptoms of attention deficit disorder, not psychic powers. Tonight, CNN's Gary Tuckman introduces you to some of the so-called Indigo children, and, well, you can judge for yourself.
It helps people understand the meaning of how precious life is.
The location of the school was set in the third dimension, where vibrations are polarized into positive and negative extremes. This allowed the vast exploration of diverse emotions and limitations to be possible.
Imagine taking your canoe down to the river's edge, a very nice, fast-moving stream, and your oars or paddles are already attached to your boat. And you put it in the water and you deliberately turn it upstream and begin paddling very hard against this fast-moving current. And we say, why not just turn and go with the flow?
Well, I mean, so all the skeptics, this experience for us is like, we're not really here to convince anybody. We're not here to convert people. There's going to be people that are going to believe, and there's going to be people who won't. And that's not really something that's within our power.
In the middle of the 20th century, the sustainability of this school was greatly threatened when certain groups of humans became too aggressive and led to the misuse of nuclear energy. Humanity was facing the threat of being destroyed, jeopardizing the creation. In order to resolve the threat,
frankincense is particularly associated with the three great monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
and Council made a call for volunteers from the higher dimensions to change the vibrations of Earth.
Children have access to human experience at a larger level, at a greater depth than most people do.
Many souls heard the invitation and came. They are what some people identify to be the Indigos.
Take highly misbehaving children, and who are very, very bright, many of them are, and call them as Indigo children. And I think it's a stab at trying to apply a more positive label to these children rather than the more pejorative terms like ADHD or oppositional defiant disorder.
When the volunteers came to Earth, they faced a challenging task. They had to change the vibration of the planet while making sure they were not affected by the polarized energies.
Rashid, on my travels in Oman, I've noticed that a lot of the men smell their tassels. Why is that?
Oh yeah, tassel. Yes, this perfume which I put here, it smells good, and it's part of our culture that every man smells good and sweet.
And it isn't just men that need to smell good, is it? Because sweet smells seem to be everywhere. Is it very important to Omanis?
Oh yes, indeed, because you might notice once you enter into our houses, for example, they always smell good. We put a lot of perfumes. The moment you enter into the house, you feel relaxed, and we are using also frankincense in addition to the perfume which we are putting. And by using that frankincense, the smoke, once it comes out, it also throw away the bad spirit from the house.
Humanity wishes to further their spiritual progress. They will have to put aside various social notions and follow what is true in their hearts and not be blinded by material sophistication. In the very near future, we could all witness the separation of humanity based on different levels of spiritual progress.